little bit of news and information today from Ukraine and the United States. Guess I'll be starting with the war in Ukraine. And the war in Ukraine is raging on, of course. And Russia is losing troops at an alarming rate. Putin doesn't care if he loses everything or everyone in order to not claim defeat. General Ben Hodges says that Ukraine will liberate Crimea by the end of this year, or by this year. And Russian soldiers are rebelling, and they don't want to be sent to their deaths in Ukraine. They don't understand why they're going there, and they don't want to go. The Ukrainian soldiers have completed their training on the 155 millimeter wheeled howitzers and the Challenger tanks. So 15 Challenger tanks from the UK is being delivered, or has been delivered, to Ukraine as we speak, and some other wheeled tanks, so I don't remember the military designation, but they will also be delivered, as well as the wheeled 155 millimeter howitzers, long-range howitzers, will also be delivered. So Ukraine is really doing a good job for such a small country to go ahead and fight Russia, but we all know that Putin's out of his mind. Also, Medvedev, who we've seen as a spokesman for Russia in the beginning of the war, has met with the United States and Israeli officials, and he's trying to come up with a way to have Russia be defeated so he can take over Putin's throne. So more on that as it develops, but it's supposed to be a secret thing going on right now, but it can't be too secret considering I know about it. Well, now we're going to switch over to United States news. And Trump has had to put in a financial disclosure, which is required by all presidential candidates. He took it right up to the line, right to the day of the deadline. And he's whining about the disclosures that he wrote, and says the New York Times is misrepresenting him. The New York Times said that he had a lot of debt. Trump tried to say his own statements were being misrepresented by New York Times and many other news medias. But on the forms that he submitted, he admitted that Trump Media is worth $5 to $25 million. I mean, that's not a little amount of money, but it's not a great one either. And the debt he reported on his forms, though, is over $200 million, which matures in 2024 to 2032, which means he's got to pay those back pretty soon. Also, what concerns me is what Trump put down on his where his income comes from, which is mostly foreign countries, like Azerbaijan, several Saudi-based companies, Dubai, the country of Georgia and Brazil, and a dozens more. So, and that was on his latest interview. Also on his latest interview, Trump said in the future, which is, I don't know what he's talking about, will be a suitcase that controls nuclear missiles. Well, we already have that. And at the press of a button, and you'd be able to blow up New York City. Now, gee, I wonder why he wants to blow up New York City. It's because he doesn't like it, because he's being criminally indicted there. And he has several other indictments from Georgia and Washington, D.C. coming down the pipe. And those are going to be a lot worse. So who knows what he'll say then. But he's completely unhinged, completely. And we really want a man like that in control of our daily lives with his finger on the button of nuclear weapons. I can't understand why anyone would want to vote for him or put him anywhere near power. He's dangerous, period. And he's like a little child. And if you take a look at his hands, he's got like the smallest teeny hands in the world. So go ahead and take anything you want from that. USA continues to provide weapons and training to the Ukrainians. And the Ukrainian military has just completed training for Challenger tanks and some other wheeled tanks and 155 millimeter howitzers that are self-propelled. And since those training has been completed, UK and the United States will be adding more tanks and weapons of those types to the Ukrainian military who has trained in them. Also, I have some information for the Republicans out there. And our country under Biden as president has an unemployment rate that's historically low. The inflation has been brought down to only 0.4% under Biden as president. And also, another comment that I need to straighten out here is that the New York crime rate isn't rising, and it isn't high. It's the 5th safest city in the United States. Compared to Jim Jordan's state, which has the 7th highest crime rate in the country. And I had to correct my other thing. The New York crime rate it's the 5th. New York is the 5th safest city in the United States. I don't know if I said that right. But the crime rate in New York is much lower than it was before Alan Bragg was elected. And it is not rising, it is going down. So all the nonsense that Marjorie Taylor Greene is spouting about the crime rate being so high and everything, no way. Also, Jim Jordan continues to try to interfere with the criminal investigation of Trump in New York by subpoenaing all these people and trying to, and then they had a field hearing in New York, which was a complete joke. It totally backfired on them. All these Republican representatives came out and just completely trashed them. Marjorie Taylor Greene lost her ability to speak because she said something to one of the other members, and she started her speech by saying, well, considering you had sexual intercourse with someone that was a Chinese spy, and they cut her off right there. Took away her speaker time. And that was when she was speaking to a House committee for, I don't remember what it was exactly, but it was a House committee, and she lost her speaking time, and that's all that it went. They said it was completely inappropriate and a bad way to start. And I can't understand how Marjorie Taylor Greene even got elected to the position she's at, because I could do a way better job than that, but anyone in the United States could probably do a better job than that. I don't know. She's completely lost it. I don't know what it is about people Republicans that go to Washington, D.C., but they completely lose their mind. So, that's about really all the important stuff I have to mention right now. So I know my podcasts are a little short, and I'm trying to figure out ways to make them longer, because I really do enjoy doing these. And all you people out there who give me the likes and subscribe, I really appreciate it. It really helps my channel. I will be starting a Patreon channel soon with a lot of unedited videos and things that you can watch for the USA and Ukraine. And once again, I got to say thank you for watching my Democracy podcast. And I know they're short, but they will be getting longer soon. So remember to hit the like and subscribe. It's free. And thank you very much for watching. And we'll see you again real soon. I'm going to try to make my podcast more frequent, because I really do enjoy this. And I hope you do too. So thank you very much, and have a very great day. Bye-bye. I just finished.
What are you broadcasting about?
Democracy in the United States and Ukraine.
Do you get paid off of it?
Yeah, I get it from Patreon.
Patreon.
Yeah. That was a multi-stream. I just broadcast to Patreon and YouTube.
Well, if you need me on a broadcast, I'll hop on there.
Okay, I'd like to get you in there. Maybe we can have like a dialogue back and forth, make my podcast longer.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. The next one we'll do it.
All right.
Okay, let's turn off the mic. Well, let's get on and see how it looks. Let's get on and see how it looks. Am I still on? No. Shouldn't be.